I do a little video, not made one for a day I think, going through so much shit at the minute, can't really talk about it, but I might be able to at some point. But to be honest with you, it's not doing my health any good. But anyway, I just had to get out. It's driving me insane in there. Anyway, thought I'd get out with a drone for an hour or two. First time I've been able to get the drone out. It's been a bit too windy here. But at least the weather's cheered up a bit. Anyway. Out having a walk, man. Cars, man. Gonna go to my normal sort of flying spot, which is up here. I only go up here so then I can just go flat out. I like to do sort of little testers how far I can get. Done about 4.5 miles so far. Which is quite mad. But anyway, it's quite a sunny day out here. Saying that, as soon as the sun goes, it'll be rather chilly. Hopefully my batteries are all still charged. With them drone batteries, well the DJI ones, where they've got like a smart battery, it discharges itself after a couple of days. But obviously I haven't been flying for a day because of all the wind. First time I've really been out but there ain't been a lot of wind, because it's pointless. Your drone are just blown away, man. What's called blow away. Avoid the wind and the rain. Just get the flyways, man. Just fly off, and you ain't gonna get no help because you flew in the rain or the wind. Whereas if mine flies off now, I can get help. Every journey that I take on my drone is sort of inputted into the controller. But from next year, we will have to be, it's getting even harder to fly a drone. We have to get what's called a remote ID tag. And what that is a little transmitter, which in America they've already got the remote IDs. They've been phased in over here. But I do believe that all the DJI drones are going to have like a special bit on them, but if not, you can buy a little module. Which basically transmits your ID, how high you are, where you've flown. But obviously only certain people can zap your drone and look into that. Anyway. Whether there's anybody in my little spot. You normally get some holiday makers or something, you know? Beautiful day to see your drone anyway. Won't lose it in the fog. Can hear something buzzing out here, man, like a generator. Oh, they're still on holiday. It's them, look, they're on holiday, look, in my flying spot. But it's all good. I'll have to go to another spot. He's been there a few days. I think he's packing up. Got his little stove on the go. That's the life, man. Little wagon like that, man, travel around in. That's what I need. Get rid of the house, get a little wagon, man. I live in the woods, I do me. I quite easily live in the woods, you know. You never know, one day we might have to. Anyway, we'll go up here, we'll do a left. Yeah, he's been there 2 or 3 days. Over there for like a minute, but I've got to be in a public place when I take off. Anyway. What's that bloke going? No, traffic round here is unreal. Can you imagine what the traffic's going to be like once they put all these houses in? It's going to be fucking horrendous. Anyway, be a bit quieter down this bit. I've also got my new little lanyard, which I've got my licence and all that on. I'll show you in a minute. I thought if I wear that, people are going to hopefully not approach me so much. Bullshit questions. Like, you flew over my house, you got a green light on, do you know what I mean? Get rid of all that bullshit. I'll just show, even though I've got no responsibility to show any member of the public anything to do with my ID. I don't even have to tell the police who I am or where's your licence or whatever. They have to suspect me of an offence before that comes into play. So obviously if I feel that I've committed no offence, I don't have to tell them nothing. All I need to do is give them my ID number. Not that we're planning on getting stopped, but I'm trying to just limit it down a bit. And to be honest with you, half of these members of the public coming up saying this, that, the other, don't even know about it anyway. I think, yeah, I was going to go down the body cam route, but I'll try and avoid that. I need, you know what I mean? I don't need a body camera to tell me someone's fucking trying to punch my head in, do you know what I mean? As soon as I get a feeling that fucking something ain't right, I'm on my guard anyway. Well, to be honest with you, I'd be on my guard anyway. Cheers, yeah, I'm just having a little walk with my drone, just clear my head a bit. It's quite nice along this bit, nice and quiet. But yeah, lovely afternoon. Did you see the video that that bodyguard bloke, I forget his name now, does the bodyguard work? He got attacked by about 5 people, man. Someone grabbed him around the neck and was putting him in a fucking chokehold. And what he did, he fucked him. Excuse me language, he couldn't do a lot, but he managed to feel the way up the guy's neck and poke his fingers right in the geezer's eyes. Which he's got the right idea, really. There's 5 of them on you, all the rules go out the window, don't they? To be honest, if someone had me in a chokehold, I'd be poking them in the eyes too. But to do that, they've got to come up behind you. They get you from behind and grab your windpipe. Fred, that's it. Yeah, you're on the money there. That's the one. But then again, I wouldn't put myself in that much of a crowd where people could sneak up behind me like that. I'd want to have me back to nothing, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at everybody. Well, that's the way I'd do it, but obviously don't expect that other guy to rush out and do the chokehold on him, which is just a joke. Well, then the old Bill are trying to accuse him. What the police? What a fucking joke the police are. Yeah, if you'd have turned around and beat the shit out of that cunt that was fucking choking you out, you'd have been on the charge, man. Did you know that? Because the police are incompetent. They don't know fucking what they're up to. But yeah, I thought that was pretty horrendous. Especially because the guy that he was protecting is a fucking geezer with autism. But then again, put yourself right in the danger zone now. Do you know what I mean? But that's what the autistic bloke that Fred was protecting was doing. He goes around doing videos. If he wants to go around doing videos, that's up to him. All these fucking left-wing groups and right-wing groups. If you're left-wing or you're right-wing, you're a fucking wanker. I don't care what side you're on, left or right. But if you're if you're left or you're right, you've obviously got an agenda, which them places have. I don't know. People forget left or right and try doing what is correct. But they've all got their own fucking motives, haven't they? I don't know. There's a big old grizzly dog in there that barks at you about 2 in the morning. Yeah, this is where I fly from, down here. I've seen a few videos where people were just fucking launched at people. Got a Spitfire, I think. There's a Spitfire. I've seen a couple of Spitfires today. If we can get up there with the Spitfires. I've seen one, there's a geezer following me as well. Just noticed there's a geezer right behind me. Which is quite weird to be right behind me on this road, but we're aware of him anyway. I've seen one flying over that way. So I've got some geezer's just appeared out of the bushes and he's behind me. Not right behind me. I see him come out the bush. Where is he? He's there somewhere. He'd dive out and chokehold me, innit? Be mad if he did. It's too far away. Still, it's a bit strange. Fuck it, I'll just turn around in a minute and have a look. Oh, he's miles behind. Look here, I don't know what he's up to. He's standing there. He's got even further behind, but I don't know what he's up to. Looked a bit suspect. Anyway. Oh, and there's a few people that have been commenting on my drone posts, going, "Oh, you fucking nosy cunt, looking in every..." You know what I mean? You need to wind your fucking necks in, or you cunts fucking having a pop at me. Do you know what I mean? Ain't got fuck all to do with the public where I fly my drone. And to be honest, if you've got an opinion, keep it to your fucking self, man, because you're wasting it on me. I don't give two fucks what people say. "Oh, stop flying, you're doing this, you're doing it." I don't give two fucks. I'll carry on doing it. People like you popping up on my stream, this, that and the other, ain't going to change my opinion. You might as well go and bother someone that you might change their opinion. But wasting your time with me. He could be, man. He could be. I could be on his YouTube, do you know what I mean? For all we know. That's where I fly, right up the hill. Right towards that White House. It's just dumped in the ditch. Little houses along here. In fact, there's houses going in everywhere. Where we're heading. Beautiful up there, look. Get some good pictures today, I think. I quite like it when the sun sets, it all goes pink. Alright, this is normally underwater. Might be able to take off from here, look. Oh, it still is underwater. Someone up there, is that a farmer? Not that he can do anything. Ditches full up, look. Peaceful out of this bit. Ditches that fill up with water, because the farmers used to get paid for digging all them out, but they don't anymore. So then they wonder why it floods. That's why. where's my lighter? In the other pocket. There's traffic around here. Is that another Spitfire I can hear? Over in that direction, something flying. You get quite a few military aircraft you see round this way. Old Spitfires, things like that. Something buzzing around up there. I can hear it. There it is. And it's not what I thought it was. It's white, whatever it is. Another big puddle, look. These are my flying spots, man. Not that you can fly from there at the minute. There's that farmer. I think he's a farmer. See, that's a public footpath, so clearly I'm allowed to take off from this footpath, which goes right up through there. Yeah. So legally, we're looking at that, which tells me it's a footpath. That footpath goes right through that there, that green bit. So I can take off from anywhere up there. Tell you what, let's have a little walk today. Let's see how muddy it gets, so we got to turn around. White trainers on. Yeah, this public footpath goes right through here, so legally I could take off from here. There's nothing they can do about that. There's a geezer over there in a truck. But we'll get up here, sit down on this little bench, and we'll have a fly down into the village. Because once you get up there, you can look right down on the village, which is quite a good flying spot that I've never actually come this way. Normally I'm flying out. But yeah, this is a public footpath. There's another public gate. I can take off from anywhere. You see the road, the path, as long as it's a public area. See them big balls of mistletoe. That's what that is in there. That's where your mistletoe comes from. Anyway, it's changed a little bit up here. We'll take off from, we get a bit higher up if we go up. I've just got to make sure that the next bit is a public footpath as well. But yeah, a lot of these farms and that got public rights of way going right the way through them. See, before you could walk straight along that bit, which now they kind of outlawed, I think. Yeah, so you go, you're a lot higher right up there. The sun's out. But we'll go through this one, which is another public gateway. Not that it's got a sign on it, but that's not for me to argue. Right out in the countryside now. Should have bought a drink though, I think. Look for a blue pipe. Look for a blue pipe in the countryside, you'll get clean water. Sort of a blue pipe popping up every now and again. Slowly starting to go up now. Take my hat off, I think. So, press the right button. Hang on a minute. Now I've lost my stream. No, we got no camera. Why is that then? Anyway, I'll be back.